this absolutely disgusting person, my gorgeous Capricornius, it looks like it's going to bring the best out in you. Seriously, there is some kind of disgusting person you are gonna be looking at, you are gonna become aware of at the beginning of this week. And you're gonna be looking at this disgusting person, and you know what? You will be thinking about how horrible this person is, how evil this person is, and you will be thinking how you cannot understand this type of person or this type of people whatsoever. And this in itself, it's going to have an absolutely opposite effect, like in terms of like what is going to happen after that moment in time. And no, this particular disgusting person you're going to be looking at, it's not necessarily somebody in your life, but it's just like you just looking at somebody and thinking how awful this person is, how horrible that particular person is, and what this person is actually doing is going to be unclear, but you will certainly know that it's a lot to do with this person being evil, connected to lots of other people who are evil as well. The reason why am I saying that this is going to have a completely opposite effect and impact on your life is because no, baby, no, it is not going to scare you. It is not going to make you feel paranoid. It is not going to make you feel negative. It is not going to make you feel anxious. No, baby, no. Complete opposite. Something is going to awake within you. And seriously, you are gonna have absolutely enough of maybe being stuck in a limbo for a while. I don't know how to explain this, but something is about to awaken within you. You are going to have such a mind-blowing, a great sense of like urgency in your life. This in itself is instantly going to remind you of like something that you want to do so badly. Like, oh my God, you're going to be instantly reminded of something that you want to do, something that you wanted to do for such a long time. But straight away, of course, you're not going to be able to do that because you're still kind of like restricted. Something is like restricting you full on. And you know what? You, my gorgeous Capricornians, have got a full control over your own life. This is the beast, baby. Not the beast, but the beast is about to be awakened within you. That's the beast I'm talking about, but not a beast, horrible beast. I'm talking about a mind-blowing beast right now, because this is going to open your eyes like never before. You're gonna feel awakened, my gorgeous Capricornius. What a mind-blowing impact on your life this is gonna make. And you're gonna realize that there is a one specific thing that you are going to do. For the first time in your life, you are going to realize what exactly do you need to sacrifice, like so badly. Sacrifice so badly. And you will realize, like, not that you didn't realize this before, but for the first time in your life, you will realize how badly do you need to sacrifice this, because this little bitch here is standing in your way. Is standing in your way right now. So you are, because you will be thinking so much about what you want to do so badly, but you're not going to be able to do this until you make this particular sacrifice. So this is going to make such an impact on your life where you're going to make this sacrifice. You're really going to surprise yourself. But that's the best thing that you could have done, in a very, very long time. This is going to enlighten you, and you're going to start seeing things in a completely different angle. Why? Because you trusted yourself, you trusted your spirit. You always have to trust yourself first, and then to other people as well. Maybe like this disgusting person that you are gonna become aware of, maybe this is somebody who you used to trust, and then you were disgusted later on because you realized that this person and this type of people are absolutely vile, very evil people in so many different ways, my gorgeous Capricornius. But it doesn't really matter, because this is going to bring the best out in you. So the bottom line is, yes, you are going to make this big sacrifice, and that sacrifice, it's ever so important, because only 2 or 3 days later, you are going to have this really, really important information. And this information is going to be so revealing. And now you will know that you will be able to take that opportunity that you were thinking about for so long. This opportunity is so big. This opportunity you were aware of, but you just couldn't kind of do anything about it because you had that restriction, which you now, thank God, decided to sacrifice. And this is why now you're going to be able to kind of like really go for that particular opportunity that you couldn't go for before, purely because of this information which you are going to have like few days after this moment in time. This information is going to open your eyes. This information is going to be brilliant, and you are really pretty much so going to be in such a this is such a stage of your life where it's not that you didn't expect this, but it is kind of gonna blow you away. And so you are gonna end up having this little bit of a hermit mode here, my gorgeous Capricornians. And once you have this a bit of a hermit mode, you're gonna be thinking a lot, and you will know again when this hermit mode is going to happen, because suddenly you're going to have this is a different hermit mode. You see, this is different. When I say hermit mode, it's about us like really being withdrawn a little bit, us thinking, us visiting all these different dimensions that contribute to towards us, like kind of opening ourselves to our own spirituality. So therefore, on one hand, we deal with things from a very long time ago without even realizing, through our new experiences in life. But then on another hand, something really major happens in terms of like gaining an insight. So what is going to happen here, my gorgeous Capricornians, is that you're going to feel pretty much so this need to suddenly you're going to miss nature. Suddenly you're going to miss nature. Maybe you're in nature every single day. Maybe you live in the middle of the forest. Lucky you. But you're going to feel still to do something which is pretty much not going to lead one way or another for you to connect with the nature. Okay, do you understand what I mean? So you're going to feel the need, to actually go and visit the nature. You're going to feel so drawn towards the actual nature. And this is always wonderful. It's always beautiful. And it's always an important sign that on one hand, we need that to kind of balance us out, to rebalance our body, mind, and spirit and soul. But then on another hand, it's also a fantastic sign that we are a kind of gonna have some kind of confirmation, an important confirmation. This is exactly what is going to happen here. This is why this is so needed, because it's going to come to you in such a way where now you're going to realize, like, oh my God, now it's time to, put other plans into action as well. If you don't do it now, my God, when are you going to do it, my gorgeous Capricornius? Okay? And I know that this may become like a little bit too much for you, but then again, sometimes we need things to be stressful a little bit. Stress is not necessarily bad. Sometimes stress can bring the best out in us. And I know that this sounds crazy, but it's exactly the way this is going to unfold here indeed. So it's not only about an important opportunity you're going to be able to do now, but now after you have this pull, towards the nature, and after you have this little awakening moment, and after you realize that there are other goals that you need to kind of put into action, this is like gonna lead towards you actually being reminded of these other goals. Not only being reminded of these other goals, that you have a couple of other goals, you're going to be reminded, my gorgeous Capricornians, couple of other important, very, 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 very personal goals. It's not only being reminded of these two personal goals, but also at the same time, there is going to be a clear idea how you're actually going to do this. And let me tell you that this idea which you are going to have, oh my God, it's going to be remarkable, absolutely remarkable. It's going to require from you to come out of your comfort zone and take a risk, but it doesn't really matter, because this is going to be extremely rewarding. extremely rewarding when it comes to your whole lifestyle, but also when it comes to your financial situation as well. So you are gonna make an extremely smart and extremely important decision, and you're gonna realize again how spiritual you are becoming. And I know I've been saying this for a while now, because you're going to realize how spiritual you are becoming. But when I say that you're going to realize how spiritual you are becoming, and now you're really going to start missing certain people. Certain people who connect you to the certain elements of your own spirituality. This is also going to be a sign that now it's absolutely the perfect time to reconnect with the like-minded souls, reconnect with the like-minded spirits, and spend as much time as you possibly can around them, because you are going to learn from them a great deal, but they're also going to learn a great deal from you as well, like a vice versa. A lot of spirituality, the more kind of spiritual paths you kind of find yourself at right now, the more this is going to reflect on your life when it comes to you finding out a very interesting aspect of yourself, about yourself. It's not necessarily that you didn't know, but that you weren't aware of how important they are at this stage of your spiritual journey. So for the love of God, my gorgeous Capricornians, please try to do something to try to kind of spend more time with the people who think like you. Maybe this is gonna be like you reconnecting with the people in your life who you haven't seen in a very long time, like your maybe certain best friends who are like very spiritual. Whatever this is gonna be, it's important when it comes to your personal evolution. And I know that this sounds a little bit strange right now, but trust me, once you stepped into these waters, I think everything it's gonna become crystal clear, my gorgeous Capricornius, indeed. So this is what's really important for you to understand. And also, my gorgeous Capricornius, what else I was going to say, that it's like when you have this idea, when I say that you are going to have this idea how you're gonna like really pretty much so how you're gonna put these plans into actions. But when it comes to a couple of things that have been kind of on your mind for a while, when you have this idea which you've had, sorry, listen to me very carefully. This is really important. When you have this idea, this is going to be brilliant and it's going to be really rewarding. But there is one little problem, that at around that time, when you also have that idea, there is some kind of temptation which you are going to have when it comes to that idea. I forgot to mention, and this is so important for you to avoid. So when it comes to that idea, there is also, you need to accept the fact that certain things are going to take a while, certain things are going to take a little time. But there is this bloody temptation which is going to be at around that particular time. It's going to come from somebody who is very close to you, somebody who you get on with, a really wonderful, a really lovely person, a gorgeous person in your life. It's going to suggest something to you, but it's going to seem like too good to be true. No, of course that person is not doing that on purpose, but that person is just kind of giving you a bit of a wrong advice, trying to be very helpful. This person is going to try to be very helpful, somebody in your life, but no, baby, no, it's going to be a really kind of like a wrong advice. And once again, you need to be reminded of the fact that we have to trust ourselves fully when we are making big life decisions. And even if there is somebody remarkable in our lives who gets on with us so much, it doesn't mean that we have to listen to them fully when it comes to what are we going to do. Where we can use it as a base, but the final decision needs to come from you, my gorgeous Capricornians. This is something you need to remember, because I'm trying to say that somebody really nice and gorgeous in your life, very lovely person, is going to suggest something to you, but you will know, not baby, no, if I do this, I will be cutting the corners. But also at the same time, if you do this, it's going to be like a bit of a temptation, too good to be true when it comes to this particular idea. So you have to stick to your idea. Do you understand what I mean? I really hope this is not too confusing. So somebody very good and very positive and optimistic in your life, nice person, genuine person, is gonna kind of suggest something to you which is gonna be a bit too good to be true when it comes to that idea. So you say, no, baby, no, because it would lead towards some kind of a disaster, and you don't want that. And later on, you will just blame yourself that you did not trust yourself and you took somebody else's advice over your own advice, my gorgeous Capricornius. This is why this is going to be so important for you to understand, to avoid this temptation, because it's not going to bring anything good. You need to follow what's in your heart. You need to follow what's in your heart. You know, you're going to feel it very, very deeply. Trust me, in your chest, in your heart, this passion. This is what you need to follow. This is very, very significant, more than you can possibly imagine. Okay. And by the time you get to the mid part of this week, my gorgeous Capricornius, you know, by the time you get to the mid part of this week, there is something that you're gonna need to kind of sort out in, like, when it comes to your immediate environment. You know, there is something that you're really gonna need to be firm about. You know, maybe, oh my God, this is so difficult to explain. Maybe there's certain, like a neighbor or somebody like that, is going to start creating certain problems for you at around the midweek. And it's just somebody like, or another situation. This is not an evil person, but it's just to do with very, very ignorant people. It's to do with very, very ignorant people. Oh, there's so many of them. Do you know what I mean? There's so many ignorant people out there. And I know it sounds horrible, but there are lots of ignorant people out there. And it looks like somebody's going to start causing you some kind of a problems when it comes to your home, when it comes to your immediate environment. Like maybe it's to do with a certain neighbors, like crossing the lines when it comes to something really specific, and somebody's going to be testing you a little bit. Somebody's going to be pushing you a little bit in order to see how far they can go. And it looks like these people are doing something that, or maybe the children are doing something, or these people are doing something that lots of other people maybe in that area don't like or can't stand, but everybody's just gutless. Nobody's just want to say anything, you know? Everybody's being too nice, you know? And these people, or maybe their children, or something is happening here. Someone is stepping the line with something. They're doing something that they shouldn't, and this is really going to kind of get on your nerves at around the midweek, and you need to kind of sort this out right now. You need to you're going to need to speak to somebody, the certain neighbor or the certain people, and you're going to need to kind of try to sort something out without showing that there was a problem whatsoever. Or you're going to need to be extremely friendly so you don't have any negative residue after that, which is going to like kind of be affecting you for a very long time, and it's unnecessarily going to make things like a really kind of unpleasant for you. If you are around the people that you live, we don't choose people that we live around, you know what I mean? So it's always the best to keep everything on the friendliest level you possibly can. So it's about you trying to find a solution and putting your point across, because you're not going to like something. There is someone who is going to be doing something, or someone is going to do something, and you're not going to like it. You know, like, oh my God, they shouldn't be doing this. They shouldn't be doing it. That's how you're going to feel. But it's important to mention, to not to kind of attack them like an ego. No, baby, no. You just need to like kind of be as friendly as you possibly can, you know, about whatever you're going to need to kind of, whatever issue you're going to need to really kind of discuss with these people. That's very, very important for you to understand, because if you kind of respond in a very negative way, oh my God, it's going to open a whole kind of worms unnecessarily. So it's rather to not even deal with anything and say anything if you are going to say it in a very negative way. I'm not saying that you should do this, but something is going to kind of irritate you quite a lot, to the point where you will want to scream through a window or something. Do you know what I mean? So that's why I'm saying, like, you have to like kind of chill out a little bit, have a bit of like a herbal tea, my darling, then calm down, and then you kind of like respond to this in the nicest possible way. Smile, it's gonna bring smile. Sad, negative face, it's gonna bring sad, negative face. Lots of sad, negative faces, which is going to create this sad and negative energy that is gonna be like, oh my God, impossible to live around. It's like walking on eggshells, for such a long time. So this is what I need you to understand. And also, my gorgeous Capricornius, when it comes to the midweek, this wonderful person here, this gorgeous, like a female older person, is to do with a female older person, very clever, very intelligent, very successful. I mean, successful for her. She's got everything she needs. She's very smart, and all her life she was smart. I think since this person was like about 18 or 19, uh, uh, um, this person was smarter than so many other people. So it's a female person in your life who is gonna really kind of suggest something to you. This female person is gonna now suggest something to you. It's not the person I was talking about before. This is somebody else. Somebody in your life is gonna suggest something to you, a certain like kind of option. But this is to do with you kind of understanding that this is going to be brilliant for your finances. It's to do with you realizing clearly that, some kind of a new venture would actually start when it comes to all this, some kind of a new venture. And it's going to be recommended from this person or through this person. While you're thinking about this person, you're just going to think of this venture that you want to start, which is going to be brilliant for your finances, very good indeed. And it's going to come from this person, or this person is going to suggest this to you, or you're going to understand this while you're kind of looking at this person, if you get my drift. And then there is something that you're going to need to explore. There is something that you're going to need to explore. There is something that you're going to need to kind of find out about it immediately. And you are going to do this. And there is something very, very interesting you are going to find out here, which is indeed going to surprise you. It's going to open your eyes when it comes to all this. And it's going to start making sense immediately. Or why did you connect to this like straight away? You not only this is going to make sense to you, but it's gonna immediately, but it's gonna bring the best out in you in terms of confidence, in terms of your strength, and in terms of your power, because now on your mind is gonna be something that you need to do in order to get there, in order to start this that you would never normally do. So this is brilliant. Welcome to the new you, my gorgeous Capricornius. You came out of your comfort zone like never before, only because you were following your own intuition. This is absolutely brilliant. Normally you would worry about this so much, but now you will recognize a completely different and a very unique element of yourself, which is going to lead, which is within the next a couple of days towards this nice little surprise, which is going to come in form of you realizing, oh my God, the possibilities to make money with this are going to be absolutely endless. If this is not going to be one of the best things when it comes to your personal security, my gorgeous Capricornius, I do not know what it is. Seriously, this is going to be brilliant indeed. And also, by the time you get to the last part of this week, my God, my gorgeous Capricornius, by the time you get to the last part of this week, somebody's going to have a fantastic news. Somebody who means to you a lot, like maybe your friend, maybe your family member, maybe, I don't know, somebody who means to you a lot, because otherwise you wouldn't be so happy, because you're going to feel really proud, really proud. So there is a level of innocence connected to that person, somebody innocent. Like me. No, I'm joking. Innocent. No, I'm joking. Yeah, somebody innocent. This is really going to be somebody innocent. And all I can say is that you're going to feel very proud of this person. It's to do with their achievement. They're going to have achievement, for their hard work. But there is also a very significant decision that that person is going to make, is going to be able to make. And this is going to make you feel so proud of this person. I know that you have been involved in this person's life, because this is going to mean to you so much. And it's also going to make you realize that what you want to do, You know, this in itself is going to open your eyes when it comes to which adjustment do you want to make when it comes to your life. There is something that's going to be uncovered when it comes to all this that you're not going to be able to stop thinking about, you know. And because it's coming from somebody who you are so connected to, this is like kind of gonna be even bigger for you. So it's just like kind of food for thoughts to start with. But very, very soon, you're going to find yourself on this crossroads where this particular thing is going to be a clear way forward. Okay? And I know it sounds a little bit too much now, but it's going to be brilliant. And also, my gorgeous Capricornius, at around the end of this week, you know, it's like you really kind of need to stand up for yourself. You need to stand up for yourself at around the end of this week. The moment in time you come across, you run into this problem, which is going to make you feel so stressed, so overburdened, and these problems have made you so. This problem made you so stressed purely because it brought so many responsibilities. You know, but now something is going to feel different. Something is going to feel different, my gorgeous Capricornius, and this means that you are ready to move on with this problem. And you know what that means? That means that you are, for the first time, gonna pretty much so look deeper into it, and you will be looking for the truth. And now suddenly you're gonna realize that there was some kind of a childhood issue. It's going to be highlighted. Oh my God, for the first time you're gonna realize that these things have been connected. Oh my God. Oh my God, what a crazy moment you're going to have, because that in itself is not only going to elevate you, and you're going to find yourself where you've never been before, but it's also going to give you a rather nice view from above. And that means that you are going to make a really quick decision here, my gorgeous Capricornius. You're going to make a really quick decision, which is going to make you feel very active and very determined to have this compromise. This compromise, which you are going to realize that you are going to need to make. You are going to need to make this compromise because you are going to realize that you're not going to be able to move forward, and that in itself is going to lead towards your own kind of stability and structure, you know, in your life. You know, it will be highlighted that now you need to pay attention to where are you wasting your time, and where most importantly you should be putting your precious energy towards. Wow. So now, my gorgeous Capricornius, I'm just going to see what is going to be your oracle card of the week. Oh my goodness, like 37,000 oracle cards, darling. Oh dear, dear, dear. Okay, here. Let me just see what is going to be your oracle card of the week, my gorgeous Capricornius. Okay. Oh, to me, this clearly means that there is going to be an animal which is going to cross your path this week. There is a very unusual animal which is going to cross your path this week. Maybe it's going to be an animal you've never seen before. Maybe it's going to be like a different color animal that you've never seen before. Something is going to be so different about this animal. Maybe it's going to be really aggressive. Maybe it's going to be like really friendly. But one particular animal is most certainly going to cross your path. And the moment in time this animal crosses your path, you will know that this animal is your messenger. You will know that your life is about to change. You're going to become so much more happier, my gorgeous Capricornius. This is going to be a sign. This is going to be a clear indication. Why? Because, you know, you've been like really, this is a lot to do with you having a major reward because you helped someone so much. you've been so compassionate towards somebody, you helped someone so much, and this is really a lot to do with your karma, and it's a lot to do with you see here, reconnecting with yourself as well. And also on another hand, what you need to understand, that when that animal crosses your path, that you need to kind of pretty much being aware of the fact that very soon after that, there is going to be a very interesting experience which you are going to have. And there is something for the first time in your life you're going to connect yourself to. You're going to connect to. There is a new passion which you are going to discover. This passion is going to make you feel alive again. This passion is about to revive you, my gorgeous Capricornians. Okay, my gorgeous Capricornians, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace, and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.